Chocolate chip, rocky road.
We're rocking out so hard, I almost forgot to fade the music down. Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. I am Greg. I am being joined by the masked one himself, Flex Caliber. Flex, how's it going?
Well, King Arthur did not use a sword to win his battles. He used me.
You are the knight of the round table. And coming in a little worse for wear, but here nonetheless, is the Slaty Sailor herself. I believe that's a typo in her name.
I just can't get it right, guys. I'm sorry.
How's it going, Slaty Sailor?
It's fabulous. I'm so happy to be here with you guys.
I'm so happy you can make it.
I just noticed that. Oh, embarrassing.
Last week was a little bit of a shit show. You were quite toasty, and on top of that, your computer was less than cooperative for you.
And the name just shows that 2-week hangovers are real. They're real.
Oh,
yeah.
I tried
think
so hard to be here last week, guys. The effort was there. I get an A for effort.
You get an A for effort, but a D for execution. But, as punishment, we did play your very drunken voicemail to us.
Yeah,
so.
I really appreciate that. So I could be here in one way or another.
It was like you were here in spirit.
Thank you.
Right, in very drunken spirit. So, well, I think you've earned this one. Let's find out what you're drinking.
Hey,
What are you sipping on over there?
I have some Hexagenia IPA from Fall River Brewing Company. It's actually Hex for short. The can is really rad because it's got a fish on it. It's very outdoorsy. We like camping and fishing, so that's cool. It's an India Pale Ale. So yeah, on Untapped, this beer has a 3.88. It's 7.1 ABV, 77 IBUs. Give it a look-see. It's kind of a dark golden, and it's
got that West Coast look to it.
Yeah, it's got kind of a moderate head to it. Some lacing.
Super Westy.
A little bit of sexiness there for Flex, but not a lot of lacing.
Love the sexy lacing.
And like this beer, I don't have anything real specific to say about it. It's a very standard IPA. It's actually a little boozy and heavy on the IBUs too. So I don't know. Let me dig in just real quick.
Get that old tongue jobber to work.
Yeah, I gotta bring that thing back to life after last week. Woo, yeah, it's an all right beer. I don't know what else to say about it, you guys. It's not my best review, but I'm
Coming
here.
Coming in strong.
Yeah.
So it's just a solid West Coast, nothing
Solid
fancy.
West Coast. Yeah, pretty strong hop character there. Yeah.
Well,
It's
an
all right.
X7.1, it's going to do you in. A couple of those are going to do you in.
Yeah, right? So just trying to go
So if
full
anything,
circle.
it's good for something.
It's good for what ails you.
Yeah, I would sit by the river drinking one of these.
Absolutely. All right, you Slaty crew, let's get into some discussion here. That's gonna be a ribbon throughout the show here. Couple quick things to talk about. First of all, I got a chance to sit down with Jack over at Topa Topa Brewing down here in Ventura, California, and we had an interview, and it was fantastic and a lot of fun. That'll be coming out shortly, so look out for that one. It's one of the breweries I've been trying to get on for a couple of years now. It finally happened. I was super excited. He was phenomenal, and he's like, "What do you want to drink and talk about on the show?" Like, pick your core plus like one or two specialties, kind of thing. He's like, all right. And he couldn't decide. So eventually we just had everything on the menu.
Holy shit. You got to be kidding me.
It was great.
Nice.
It was great. Yeah. So that was a good time. Can't wait to share that one with you. Also, last week, had some time and I brewed a beer, did a little home brewing. Brewed my first lager, which I'm very nervously excited about. We'll see how that turns out.
I'm excited to hear how it comes out.
It'll be like 6 weeks from now at least. But I had some space in the kegerator, and lagers you got to do cold, and so no kegs in there. I was like, well, I just ferment inside the kegerator. So that's what I'm doing. There's a Schwartz beer bubbling away right now, so hopefully it comes out good. Oh, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about IHOP bringing beer and wine onto their menu. I got a lot of messages about people not excited to have beer with their breakfast.
Really?
Yeah. I get like who's excited to go to IHOP for beer? Nobody. Especially not Flex, because Flex and his pancake situation.
It's not even to be excited about going to IHOP to get beer, but to go to IHOP to get breakfast to find out that they serve beer. Yeah. That's exciting AF, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'd have a fucking omelet and an 805 or salty crew or something light like that.
Yeah, or like a Hefe,
What about that Clamato stuff? Yeah,
Oh, no, you lost me at Clamato.
I mean, that's a breakfasty thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
I hate Bloody Marys. I hate miches.
No, that's not
I don't do the
okay.
tomato.
Yeah, you're running 1 for 3 right now. And
you won't even drink a Bloody Mary?
On the meatloaf scale, that doesn't work.
Oh. Dude, I'm like, wow, I'm on a roll, you guys. Okay, well.
I'd do anything for love, but I wouldn't do miche.
I'll co-sign that super hard.
Thank you. I'm not a tomato fan. I can't get on board with that, so not my jam. And then the other thing we were talking about last week that we were supposed to have Eric on to be a big part of that discussion was hangover cures, because you last week got super shittered, and then I asked everybody if they could record early because some things were going on, and everyone mistakenly said, sure, we can do it. and then Erica, I think, left a voicemail at midnight and then like sent us a text at like 4 a.m. She was still up and hammered.
It was early.
Yeah. And somehow like you went to sleep, I think, and then like rallied somehow, and you were ready to go, minus your computer not being ready to go.
I did. I rallied.
What'd you do? Was it cocaine? What was your secret?
Yeah, on top of pretzels. Yeah, so it's just a little bit of a combination. You just sprinkle it right on there.
Instead of the salt, you use the cocaine.
Right. You salt your pretzels with cocaine.
Nice.
No.
Yeah. Pretzels and 8-balls.
Jeez, I'm just thinking about that still. I don't throw up ever. Like, really. I just, especially from drinking, I don't think I've ever. So then it stays in my system and I need to eat. Like, I always just want to eat. So I just slowly feed myself like some carbs and like a banana, blah, 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 eat. So that helps. Gatorade. 2 ibuprofen and some water before I go to bed. McDreamy tells me that that's the best combination.
Doctor's orders.
He's an actual doctor. So
and apparently Tylenol's not quite as safe. Neither one are great, but go with the ibuprofen if you have to pick one, supposedly. So yeah,
that's the better alcohol mixture.
It is.
Well, and Tylenol's a blood thinner, so is that why it's not great?
I would have to ask McDreamy, and he's
or is that aspirin that's the blood
saving
thinner?
Lives.
Aspirin.
Aspirin. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So, but I rallied. I was here.
Nice.
In spirit.
Yeah, you were. Your computer wasn't. Your computer was still hammered, but...
yeah. Go home, computer.
We do, weepy. That is the song it sang us.
Your computer needed some Choco Tasso.
Yeah, seriously. Your guys' faces, it was like hurtful because I get my headphones on and you're just... Like, Flex's face was just, like, disgusted. I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I showered. What's going on? It apparently was giving really bad feedback, so I get it.
Yeah, you just sounded like a robot. It was not a good experience.
Okay.
When your computer's late for work and it needs a little perk. Choco Tasso.
Choco Tasso. Best song. If anybody missed last week, please go back and listen to Choco Tasso.
You'll thank us.
Yeah, it'll make your life better.
Great song.
Well, I'm glad you were able to get things going and be here this week with us. You mentioned you wanted to drop your name into the entrance music bucket.
Yeah, everybody else got their entrance music, and I was a little bummed that Greg had said Back in Black, because that would be the song that, like, if I ever do drunk karaoke, I have to do Back in Black. You don't have to know the words. You just start screaming at a high pitch. And you
just try and sound like Brian Johnson.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's not hard. But
It's like a smoker that just got kicked in the balls.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. It's like a high pitched, but like growly voice. It's weird. It's super weird.
And you like that high pitched stuff, right? You were saying, Flex. So
yeah.
I think it had to be Metallica. I know they're not everybody's favorite band, but you cannot deny their music is amazing. And so it'd have to be Enter Sandman. Well, Metallica for 3 reasons. Yes.
And I'm sorry, that's all I can play.
Yeah.
Lars has already called me.
Yeah, right? He's good for that. For several reasons. One, we danced to Nothing Else Matters at our wedding. That was our wedding dance.
Oh, very cool.
2, I get to see them at Aftershock in 2 weeks. Tickets that we bought 2 years ago. So I hope they... And then, Enter
Finally
Sandman.
paying off.
Yeah. And
That an investment.
Seriously. We got VIP tickets, so I'm kind of glad now with the whole COVID thing. I'm like, all right, we'll be spread out and should get a good view of the bands. And I just really like Enter Sandman. I get really jazzed up when it plays. So that's my song.
Yeah, who doesn't rock out?
Yeah, that's a classic pump up song. I think in like through youth football and high school football, every pregame CD had Enter Sandman on it. Before
It had to.
Right on.
It's like half Jock Jams, then like a little bit of Metallica.
Oh, don't even put that in with Jock Jams, okay? It's better than Jock Jams.
Come on, they had Tootsie Roll on there. Let me see that Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
To the left, to the right.
Yeah, that's classic.
Or my favorite remake ever. Instead of Whoop, there it is. It's Scoop, there it is.
I don't know that one.
You haven't seen that commercial? You know the song Whoop, there it is.
Oh, is that the Geico commercial?
Yeah, they're in a Geico commercial with it's ice cream related. And so
My
now it's
kids
Scoop, there it
love
is.
that commercial. My oldest would sing along every time they did the scoop, scoop, scoop.
Scoop, there it is. Chocolata, chocolate.
That's what they
Coley
would
and I
say.
lo-
Yes, the chocolate.
It's been on for like a year at least. Coley and I lose our shit every time that commercial comes out. We fucking love it. It's so good. You know what's funny? I get these emails every now and then from different podcast places where it's like trying to get people on other people's podcasts to like promote their products and stuff. And usually it's nothing that ever applies to us. But one of them was one of the guys from Tag Team. And he was like willing to come on and talk about like hip hop, and he had like written a book or something like that. But I was like, fuck, I kind of want to get him on just to talk about Scoop. There it is.
I don't think he even would have done that. You would have approached him and
Probably
like, hey
not.
man, how about Scoop? And he'd be
Yeah.
like,
So what's your favorite flavor?
fuck this. Hang up.
Yeah. Probably. I was tempted. I almost did.
Chocolate chip, Rocky Road.
Scoop, there it is.
You guys
Anywho.
make me realize I do not watch enough TV. That's all. I just don't.
I cut cable and now I don't get all the sweet commercials anymore.
And I have kids, so the TV's always on because
Yeah.
#America.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Mark.
#America. Before we find out what I'm drinking, we did get another voicemail this week. Our friend all the way down under from Australia, Exceptional Grogs, Jason, left us a voicemail. Here he is.
Exceptional Grogs. Hey Greg, Flex, Deb, or what other lovely lady is on the show tonight? Hey Flex, you used to drop by and comment all the time. What happened, mate? I thought we had a little thing going. Sorry I haven't been around, Greg. I mean, flat out. Working for a new company and mixing everything from home. Got a 5.1 set up at home, which is pretty cool. Nice. One of the shows I've been working on is a show that's on over there, actually. Holy Moly. We just finished season 3, 10 episodes. And season 4 starts in 2 weeks. The post-production does anyway, which has got a pretty cool theme. Obviously, I can't talk about that. Of course, they shoot everything over there and then bring everything here. The edit's done at another company, and then they do the final post-production at my company, all the visual effects and the sound mix and master, which is what I do. Do any of you guys watch Holy Moly? I have to say that I don't watch any of the stuff I make, generally. But if this was on over here, I might watch it. But I do enjoy making it because it's pretty funny and it's light-hearted. It's not trying to make anyone look terribly bad. They're just having a bit of a laugh. Hey, Steve, get out, mate. Get out. Sorry, it's my pet kookaburra, Steve. He's always trying to come in here and flap around. Apart from that, we're in lockdown again because our government is a piece of shit and they didn't order enough vaccines. God, how's it possible to do that? Clowns. Anyway, Greg, Flex, and the rest of the team, I've got to bounce. Got to finish a mix, have a beer, and then put the grom to bed. Take care, guys.
Why do you have to bounce? Sounds like you're not going anywhere anytime soon.
I think he was working.
Does sound like that.
I think that's what he was
man.
doing.
Sounds like he's out in the jungle.
You know how you like female Australian accents, Greg?
I mean, to be fair, the sex does not matter. But yes, I do.
accents. Okay. Because I'm like, he's the male version of that. He's kind of got that. Hello.
Yeah, he could be the Siri on my iPhone for sure.
Yeah, that is a super solid accent. And the fact that he does the sound for Holy Moly, I think that's fucking awesome. Because
I love Holy Moly.
That show's hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny. They filmed that like 20 minutes from here. I love Holy Moly. It's so funny.
Erica, if you don't know, it's like an obstacle course mini golf challenge game.
Oh.
Have you seen Wipeout?
I haven't.
Okay.
Have you ever seen American Gladiators?
Yeah.
It's like that, but with mini golf.
Oh.
Yeah.
Essentially.
It's like Double Dare and mini golf. How about that?
How exciting can that be?
I love it. It's great.
Yeah, Double Dare. That's a much better analogy than American Gladiators.
It's like the physical challenges of Double Dare mixed with mini golf. And,
sweet.
Joe Tessitore is one of the announcers who's like a real sports commentator. And then the other one is Rob Riggle, who's fucking hilarious. You can't go wrong. I love Holy Moly. It's so good.
Okay.
It is a hilarious show.
I'll check it out.
Please do. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for the voicemail. Sorry you guys are on lockdown and that your government sucks over here. Come on up. We got plenty of vaccines to go around. We can't pay people to take them. So if you guys just take a little trip up. In fact, you know what's funny? I was listening to another podcast where a guy from New Zealand came up to come on vacation / get the vaccine because they couldn't get down there.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Like, fuck it. Come on up. We got plenty to spare.
Not a horrible idea.
Yeah, if you're looking for it. And I heard they had some issues with theirs in Australia. Not to get all like weird and COVID on this show, but like one of the vaccines had some not so great side effects or something.
I heard that from a few. I didn't hear that so much about the side effects, but I just heard efficiency of the.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I know Russia was one of them.
Keeping it cold.
Like when it first came out.
Oh yeah, Russia's was garbage.
Yeah, and they said get the vaccine, but you can't drink alcohol for 3 months.
We talked about that here.
Yeah, and you know, in Russia, that's just not gonna fucking happen.
I don't think they have water in Russia.
No, because
alcohol. I think for safety reasons.
Yeah, everything's sanitized in vodka, and in Russia, you don't drink vodka. Vodka drinks you. You know, it's just
it's a circle of life.
It is the circle of life there.
Thanks, Jason. If you guys want to leave us a voicemail, 805-538-BEER. That is 2337. You can give us a call. Let us know what you're sipping on or what you're working on or if you're stuck in a lockdown. That sucks. And for our Aussie and other out of United States friends, I think it was Jason actually that was asking me like, hey, how do I dial your number, your American number? And I said,
I do remember that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't fucking know.
He was confused about the phone number and all the alliteration that we have.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
You know?
Yeah, Taco Tuesday and Flex Friday and all those things.
Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah. I don't know how to dial our number from outside. I also don't know how to dial another country's number from America. I'm the wrong person to ask, but what I can say is you can use your memo, like voice memo app on your phone, record it, email it to us, mail at craftyrepublic.com. As you can tell, like Jason did like a whole mix on his because he's got a sweet audio setup. You can see it in most of his beer picks. So go check him out. ExceptionalGrogs on the gram. Go give him a follow. And definitely watch Holy Moly. I love that show. All right, let's make a call.
He calls to the bullpen for beer.
Making a call here. I am drinking from Silver Moon Brewing. By the way, we had them on the show, early on, like the first year of the show. I should have looked up what episode number that is, but we had the head brewer from Silver Moon Brewing on the show. I am drinking Fuck Cancer. This is 6%, 65 IBUs, and has a very nice 402 on Untapped. The back of the can, it says, on this label, you will find the names of the fighters. this year, we're asking, what does F mean to you? For some, it may mean future. For others, it stands for fight. To be fair, the can does have F cancer on it. I just choose to go with fuck. Whatever it may be, Silver Moon Brewing is here to help support cancer fighters every step of the way. A portion of the proceeds from each Fuck Cancer 6-pack goes straight to the supporting cancer research, education, and support. For more, visit silvermoonbrewing.com/fcancer. And this one's hitting hard for me recently, and I saw this beer go up on Tavour, and every dollar, not every dollar, but money from each sale goes to cancer research and whatnot. So I just bought a shit ton of them. I bought like 18 of these things from Tavour, and I'm just giving them out to people. So
I definitely need to find this beer. This is something that, again, hits pretty home for me, pretty recent. So
super here. Same.
Fuck cancer. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
So if any of you are near me, if you know where I am, I'm happy to give you one of these. I still have like 12 of them. I'm happy to get that. I didn't know that Coley is sending Erica some beer coming up soon. I'll make sure she puts one of these in the box for you.
Yeah, that'd be rad. Thank you.
So, yeah. Try and get one over to Flex. Fuck cancer. Can suck a big fat dick.
Yes,
so,
fuck it.
So here we are. So,
Okay.
The beer. Look,
How is it?
a lot like Erica's beer earlier. I mean, as you guys can see, it's a see-through, very West Coast IPA. It's got that orangey, coppery color to it. On the sniffer, you get some of that bitterness. It follows through on the tongue. There's not like a bunch of juiciness or anything like that. It's just a West Coast IPA. You want a good West Coast IPA and fuck cancer at the same time? This is your jam right here.
I'm down.
I jam that shit hard.
Approved.
Jam it hard.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would.
Job it hard.
Hey-oh. Too far? Too far?
Not
So
far
anyways,
enough. It's not far enough.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, on a related note, I was finally able to see my best friend for the first time in 11 months, and
nice.
He was diagnosed with a very rare form of bladder cancer, and
Right.
it was the odds of him getting it at his age was like he had better odds of winning the lottery. So fuck cancer. F for me is for friendship. Fight, fun, friendship, and everything it led to, 11 months in the waiting. It was one of the best nights of my life. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Glad you got to see him. That's so cool.
Fantastic.
I'll stick with fuck.
Yeah,
fucked
fucking,
up.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
pretty fucked up.
For my F.
Yeah.
Super fucked
Because
up.
the person who I'm referring to is always fucked up. So
Oh no.
we both enjoy our beverages. So fucked up. We'll go with that for the F.
Mine was my my best friend as well. So I shaved her head and everything. She's recovered. She's had 2 kids since. I'm also
That's fantastic.
I am also a cancer survivor. So
You
guys,
are?
little known fact.
I did not know that.
Yes. So but I am great, doing well, and so fuck that shit. And I don't say fuck often. So
No, you don't. The Slady one.
Rare.
The Slady one does not say that
the
often.
lady's
Slaty
own.
Sailor, yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
A rare yet powerful fuck from
yes,
the Slady Sailor.
I only say it when it really means something. Yeah, and they had a aftershock a couple years ago. They had a big fuck cancer booth. We got one of the shirts and stuff. But yeah, I think it's just kind of a cool way to bring to the mainstream, like everyone talking about cancer research and raising money. So yeah, fuck it all. Fuckity
Fuck it
fuck
all.
that cancer.
I'm glad you made it through. and
Yeah,
seems
I'm
like
good.
the other side.
I'm golden. Yep. No worries.
That's fantastic. If only your computer would be as good.
If
as you are.
only my computer it has cancer. God,
Clearly.
seriously.
Too soon. And not to get too promoty, but if anybody wants to hear about Silver Moon Brewing, it was Jacob Zukowski, the head brewer, and he was on batch 26 back in 2017. If you want to listen, go check it out. All right. Wow. Not to get super deep and then, get back to joking around again, but ludicrous libation laws.
Let's fucking joke, man.
Yeah,
let's
that's-
joke it up.
Let's get to it.
Let's
I
do
know.
it.
I always tell people, you gotta laugh to keep from crying. So here we are. Ludicrous libation laws. Anybody around here from Oregon?
Oh, what? Right here.
I might know
The Slatty Sailor.
one.
Slatty.
The Slatty
the,
Sailor from Oregon.
the OG Goonie.
OG.
So apparently in Oregon, Any location with a liquor license must also serve at least 5 different food items.
Think about that one.
You ever been to a bar that had full liquor license and didn't have at least 5 different food items?
Yeah, I feel like I have. So this is kind of strange.
I think we need to alert some officials.
Right.
In Oregon.
Officials.
Yes. There are bars not serving 5 different foods.
Right.
Oh, you serve alcohol here? Do you serve anything to suck that alcohol up, sir?
Right. Like that hot dog machine, maybe cooking it 5 different ways. Does that count? I don't know. I'm trying to
with
think.
bun, without bun, with ketchup, without ketchup.
Regular hot dog, cheddar hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the toppings, if you had like 5 different toppings for said hot dog, like it would be okay. Like there's so many combinations. Ketchup, mustard, just mustard, onions, no relish. You know, what are you going to do?
Definitely no onions.
Simpsons episode on The Simpsons when like Apu Nahasapima Pedalon, like remember like he had that hot dog machine at the Quickie Mart, and like I think one rolls out of it and it like catches hair and a Band-Aid and all this stuff, and then they like pop it back in there. That's the kind of shit that they have in the bars in my hometown.
Who's hungry?
Yes. But no, that's interesting. I honestly didn't know that law. So, all right, Oregon.
Contact some relatives. Let's see what's going on.
I will.
Well, in a big move of Blue Moon is releasing Moon Haze Hazy Juicy Pale Ale.
Can we just first talk about how bad Blue Moon is?
It's fucking absolute garbage.
It is the worst beer probably that I've ever had in my life. And that's saying a lot. Because we used to party with some Keystone Light. And I would much rather have a Keystone Light over a Blue Moon.
I'm game. Yeah, I'd take the Keystone before the Blue Moon any day.
Does the orange make it better?
No. Just
no.
It's kind of like putting It's kind of like when somebody takes a really stinky poop and you spray potpourri. It's like it still smells like poop, but you just have potpourri on top of it. So it's just a shitty beer with orange.
That is a super proper analogy.
Yes.
Awesome. The first time they came out with a pumpkin beer, which I don't know if they still come out with it.
Oh God, I hope not.
There was zero pumpkin notes out of the entire beer. It was atrocious. It just tasted like drinking like shit that didn't taste like anything.
Right. Years and years ago, someone brought that to my house, the pumpkin Blue Moon.
Yeah.
And she proceeded to drink like all 6 of the ones that she brought over.
Did you say thank you for doing that?
No, because then she threw up all over my house.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah. It was like a murder scene of puke.
Gross.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Yeah, so if somebody brought the hazy over and they poured it out for me and they're like, hey, try this. I still don't know if I could do it.
Like, sobriety's not looking so bad.
Yeah, it's like, you never turn like when somebody buys you a drink, you never turn it down kind of thing.
Right.
Like just out of respect.
Sometimes.
But if somebody brings me over a Blue Moon Hazy, I might just punch him in the face. I don't know.
And do they really deserve your respect at that point? They brought you Blue Moon Hazy.
Exactly. Like, just the worst. I hate Blue Moon.
Yeah. I think it's funny. Blue Moon is garbage, and I'd take all those crappy light/ice beers before I drink Blue Moon. The worst beer I've ever put onto my tongue jobber is Dark and Stormy from Firestone.
No kidding.
Yeah. I love Firestone.
Right.
Talked about it a little bit last week. It was another one of their cocktail series beers. Supposed to take like a dark. I don't even know what a Dark and Stormy tastes like. Maybe they nailed it. Maybe Dark and Stormies taste like absolute shit, and they fucking nailed it. I don't know. By far the worst beer I've put onto my tongue jobber.
Oh dear.
So bad. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. Though it was funny. I was reading Untapped, and this is like 3 years ago, and like Coley and Big Dick Nick, they had it, thought it was garbage. I was reading Untapped scores on it because it didn't have like that bad of an Untapped score, and I was like, some people must like this. And so like some of the comments were like, I don't know what's wrong with all these Los Angeles pussies out here that don't like it. This is a great fucking beer. Wow, we're getting aggressive with our Untapped reviews.
I don't know. So looking up what a Dark and Stormy is, I don't even think the actual cocktail would taste good.
Okay, what's in a Dark and Stormy?
So a Dark and Stormy is a highball cocktail made with dark rum and ginger beer, served over ice, garnished with a slice of lime. Lime
Ugh.
juice and simple syrup also frequently added.
Yeah, that doesn't sound that great.
So it's like a Moscow Mule minus the vodka, insert rum, puke,
And
puke,
dark
puke,
rum. Yeah.
puke, puke, puke,
Barf, barf, barf.
more puke. They might as well call this the Blue Moon cocktail because it sounds fucking atrocious.
There's a lot of puke emojis coming out of Flex's
Oh yeah.
screen right now.
I'm just thinking about even being served this beer. I'm just kind of already like gagging.
Yeah. Every time I think it, like, it was a drain pour. It was, you know what? Actually, I wasn't going to finish it. The wife was like, well, this is a really expensive beer. She took mine and hers, plugged and chugged.
Oh, wow. Good for
I
her.
was like, well, so she'll get married tomorrow?
I would
or-
say that is fucking lockdown material. You are
Yeah.
you are a lucky man.
I was impressed and turned on and everything, all the good things. I was that. I was like, wow.
You
Also, go brush your teeth before I kiss you.
started pitching a tent in front of your friends. You didn't know how to react. You didn't know how to handle it. Do you let the flag fly? Do you uptuck it? You know, do you run to the bathroom for 8 minutes until it cools down? I mean,
But then they think you're pooping.
exactly. You got a lot of
Risingly
decisions to make in this
detailed.
moment.
Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing.
Erica's so sorry her
all
computer
the
worked this
details.
week.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You're welcome. Wink.
I know a
Well,
lot
the-
more than I should. Go ahead.
The puke factor is not getting any better here. Natty Light is launching their own line of flavored vodkas.
I can
Okay.
see like young drinkers get really excited about these, like, pretty vodkas
Well, yeah.
or something super cheap.
Well-
probably.
Well, so here's
Yeah.
the thing, right? Yeah, so Natty Light is like obviously like a huge college beer. You go, you get a 30-pack of Natty Light at the gas
Right.
station for like $11.29 or something like that. And then they came out with the Natter Days, which everybody loved. You know, it's like the Bush Apple. Like, people just drank them because allegedly they taste good. I'm sure the hangovers
Right.
were the absolute pits, but you know, you don't think about that when you're drinking it. So I'm thinking
Sure.
maybe they figured out a way to flavor the vodka without feeling much of the vodka burn.
I mean, it's Natty Light. I don't have a lot of faith.
Well, no, I don't either, but I'm thinking maybe they're just trying to capitalize off of the Natter Day idea.
I'm sure that's what's happening. But you know
You know-
what? No thanks.
I'm not going to take it, but they're probably going to make a killing on it.
not gonna
yeah, they
take
are.
it.
It's going to be cheap.
Yeah.
And like, I could just see all the youngins going for it. Like, oh, look at that flavored vodka.
Because all I'm thinking here in Wisconsin, we have Fleischmann's vodka is like our $10 bottle of vodka here, and it's basically just like nail polish remover.
I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, and I'm thinking if kids go into a liquor store and they see this Natty Light or this whatever vodka next to a bottle of Fleischmann's, and it's the same price, but this Natty Light one has like those Natter Day flamingos on it, maybe.
Mhm.
I think these college kids are going to head towards
Yeah.
this Natty Light vodka.
Seriously. So thinking of that cheap vodka, you said Fleischmann's was your cheapo?
Yeah, Fleischmann's.
Okay. What was yours, Greg, like when you're young and you just like want to get a hold of that cheap vodka and you don't really care?
It was usually like the grocery store brand.
Oh, store brand.
Yeah,
vodka.
that's another one.
It was like $7 for more vodka than anyone should ever consume. You know, you'd pay like your older cousin to go get it for you or something.
Because our grocery stores didn't have vodka.
Oh, that's right, because you weren't in California. So like Albertson's vodka was the one that sticks out.
Oh.
It's one of the grocery stores out here. And oh man, the next day was so bad. Like when you're in high school, you don't know what you're doing to yourself.
Mm.
Yep.
So like we had that Albertson's sweet vodka, which is so classy. It came in a plastic bottle.
Right.
That's what the
And
Fleischmann's comes in, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mixing that with like whatever soda was on hand.
So our grocery stores, I'm assuming, would be like too ashamed to actually put their name on a bottle of liquor. So instead of them putting their name on it, they served it as Mr. Boston vodka.
All right.
And
Sounds
the
classy.
better one was the tequila. It was Durango's tequila.
Oh.
That's like at least Trader Joe's out here. They make like creative names for their beers and spirits and stuff. Like they have a Mexican lager and it's Trader Jose's lager. instead of
Yeah,
Trader Joe's.
I have seen that one
Mhm.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if the grocery stores still do their own brand of booze and all that stuff, but
No, either. Ours
yeah.
was HRD, and it was like a Hood River vodka, but super cheap, big old plastic bottle, just disgusting, just burned. And I had a friend that had like a really strong gag reflex, so every time she'd take a shot of it, she'd just immediately barf. And we would still buy it, and every time it was just like you could count down 3, 2, 1. It's like it's awful. Yep, that was our.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
Yep, awful.
Speaking of drunk, a drunk Maryville, Indiana teacher was arrested after her lunch break. A Maryville teacher, this is Indiana, returning from a lunch break was arrested Wednesday after registering a blood alcohol content more than twice the legal limit. An officer was dispatched to a traffic accident just before noon Wednesday and found a 4-door vehicle in the woods in the 5800 block of Nicholson Road. When the officer approached the vehicle, the driver self-identified as a Maryville teacher and said he or she was heading back to class after lunch. During the conversation, the officer smelled alcohol and observed the driver was slurring words. The driver was given a field sobriety test and submitted to a breath sample. Wow, words. And submitted to a breath sample. Upon registering a blood alcohol content of 0.199 via the breath test, the teacher was arrested on suspicion of operating while intoxicated. I don't blame her. Or him.
Where's the suspicion? Isn't it just fact?
Yeah, there's nothing suspicious. He or she's definitely drunk. And if I had to work with kids like that, I would be too.
Yeah, they were being total assholes that morning.
Just think about it too. From last year to this year, going from viral back to like in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that might get me
All
going
these
too.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, put on your mask. Hey, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll be back. I'm driving to the woods real quick.
Right. I'll go get
Lunch
you a mask.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Masks for everyone. I'll be right back.
And then finally, a man was arrested for drunk driving and dragging a boat on the wrong side of the road. 22-year-old Massachusetts man was arrested early Saturday morning after police said he was driving drunk and dragging a boat behind him on the wrong side of the road. This is going to sound fun. The Sandwich Police Department, I shit you not, said an officer was driving along a service road around 1:30 a.m. on September 4th and was nearly hit head-on by a vehicle pulling a boat trailer. Police said the boat, a 19-foot center console, had fallen off the trailer and was being dragged on the opposite lane of traffic. The officer wasn't hit and was able to initiate a traffic stop. Police said the 22-year-old man behind the wheel was arrested for operating while under the influence, negligent operation, and marked lanes violation. Dude was ham-skied.
Dude, when you said he was dragging a boat, the first thing that crossed my mind was, is he just dragging a boat off the trailer? Like, that sounds like something out of National Lampoon's. Like,
yeah, it'd fallen off the trailer. He's just dragging it.
That's crazy.
I could just see him be like, hey, officer, just let me get my buddy off his skis in the back, and like just kind of think he's pulling someone in the water. I don't know. I could just totally see something like that. Where'd my buddy go?
I said, hit it, as Nick would say. Hey, people, don't get hammered on the water.
Well, and how
just as bad as driving drunk.
How drunk do you have to be to just think what you're doing is not wrong? I mean, that's
as someone who's pulled many a boat trailer, I feel like it'd be quite obvious if it hopped off the trailer, wasn't rolling anymore,
right?
Loud
and loud.
Yeah,
unless he's blasting, Chocotazo.
Oh,
I can't blame him if he is.
Bass pumping, you can't hear boat dragging, maybe.
But that's only like 1:04, so unless he's got that on a hard loop, I don't know how he wouldn't hear the boat dragging behind him.
Who wouldn't have that on a hard loop? That's a fabulous song.
That is quite accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird. People don't boat drunk. It's not what you do. That's the one time you'll find me not getting hammered is when I'm on the water. It's like, oh, because everybody else is getting drunk and you gotta like dodge people when you're out there wakeboarding.
Yeah.
People are fucking stupid. Anyways, that's my PSA for the day. I think we should wrap things up. I think I'm gonna hit a little music over here.
Hi, Vanessa.
There you go. I'm gonna say
good
hello
job.
to Vanessa.
Nice
Yeah,
save, Flex.
got it in
Nice
there.
save.
Wow, Vanessa hanging out on the Florida coast over there. Hi, Vanessa. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for listening. Go find Flex on the gram at FlexMeABeer, underscores in between. Find Erica at necknosh, no spaces or underscores, and also necknosh.com for all your October festy, pretzely, Marzen-y needs. I mean, what's better than a Marzen and some pretzels?
It's fabulous.
Just saying. And find us at craftbeerrepublic.com and at craftbeerrepublic on the socials. 805-538-BEER, 2337. If you want to call, leave us a voicemail. Don't worry, nobody picks up. Go straight to voicemail. I think that's everything. I hope everyone
True.
stays very well hydrated, including Erica's computer. And on that note, good night, everybody.
Peace out.